Baby mama, when you gonna stop running? I've been wanting to say this to you for so long, and I know I could never say this to you face to face because you won't listen. You don't even want to hear it. Like your attention span is shit, like 3 seconds. When it comes to me anyway. But can't nobody tell you what I can tell you. So I just want you to understand that don't knock my camera over. You really had to walk there, like this big ass fucking park, and you had to walk right there. But can't nobody tell you what I'm about to tell you. And a lot of this shit you may know. You know, you may already know it. Honestly, for real, if you really pay attention to what you feel inside when I start getting into this, you'll know. Like, you know it inside. You know it on a subconscious level that everything I'm about to tell you is true. You know, and I just want you to understand that this is love. Like, you don't know what love is. If you knew what love is, you would have never been mad at me. Especially for being honest with you. But you don't know what love is, so I understand that you may take this the wrong way. But this is love talking. This ain't love like I want to be with you again or no shit like that. Love is just in me. Like the love of God. The love of God is in me. I've been putting it in me for a lot of years. You already know. Although you may have not understood what I was doing, like when we was together. But that's what I've been doing. Just feeling myself. Removing the hate. Removing the hate. Removing the hate. And replacing it with love. And that's why I can make this video. I ain't making no money off this video. I have nothing to gain by making this video. But the love that's in me wants to help you. The love that's in me is universal. It's not me. It's universal. It's eternal. It's everywhere. And it'll operate through anyone that will allow it to. It will fill up anyone that will allow it to, that will give it space, that will receive it. But in order to do that, you have to remove the hate. You have to reject the hate. You have to stop loving the hate. You have to stop obeying the hate. You have to stop following the hate. You have to stop being submissive to the hate. You have to start telling hate, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not living like that. No, I'm not getting revenge. No, I'm not going to hold a grudge. Yes, I am going to forgive them. Yes, I am going to help them. No, it's not all about me. You have to start rejecting the hate and accepting the love. And so that's, in short, that's been my journey. And you've never understood it. You may understand it a little better now. But so what I really wanted to talk to you about, though, is stop running. Stop running and heal. You know, on a your exterior, you have this tough persona. I'm tough, I'm hard, I'll beat your ass. Like that's your energy, right? This is what I know. I mean, you know, you may have changed. Like I haven't seen you in a while. I'm just saying from what I know of you, my most recent experiences with you. But that's always been your energy. Combative, destructive, angry, hateful. It don't have nothing to do with no fucking diagnosis. You're not bipolar. Ain't shit wrong with you other than the fact that you haven't healed. The only thing wrong is you've been running from your traumas. You've been running from your pain and the things that have hurt you. You've been running your entire fucking life and you've never faced it. Just running. Just running. And you think everybody is your you thought I was your enemy when I did nothing but love you. You think other people are your enemy. These people are never your enemy. Your enemy is within. Your enemy is your ignorance, your toxic beliefs, your toxic thinking. These are your enemies. Your toxic speaking. The fear that's inside of you that makes you afraid to confront what's hurting you. That's causing you to run and numb yourself through drugs and whatever else, through being mean to people, through hating others, through violence. And let me pause there because you probably heard that and say, well, weed is not a drug. Well, what the fuck is it then? Anything that alters the way you think or numbs you, anything that numbs the pain, it's a drug. It's a fucking drug. Don't believe that bullshit that just because it's a plant, it's not a drug. It's a fucking drug. That's why you need it. That's why you smoke so much of it. It's not natural. It's not. You're addicted. Go 30 days without it. Go 30 days without it. And still maintain that level of peace and calm and tranquility that you have when you're high off of it. You're smoking because you're miserable. You're running. You're miserable. You're unhappy. And it's never gonna change until you stop running and go within and start addressing that shit. Start confronting that shit and dealing with it. You need the truth. Truth is the only thing that can set you free. Period. Truth. If you knew the truth about everything you experienced, if you knew the truth behind all of your trauma, all of your hurts and pains, it would no longer be trauma. It would no longer be hurtful. It would no longer be painful. If you truly knew the truth. And that's a journey in itself in discovering the truth, because there's so many levels to it. So many levels to it. But it's a journey that you have to go alone. You have to go it alone. You can't take people with you on that journey. You can't take people with you to heal. And having people around you all the time, that ain't gonna help you heal. That's just further numbing the pain. It's just another way of running. You're still running. When do you stop running? Like, how many relationships, like good, solid, quality relationships, are no longer because of your toxicity? A non-toxic person ain't gonna be around that. A non-toxic person ain't going for that bullshit. Fucking flipping out and snapping and all that bullshit. Only a toxic person would go for that. And so then, I mean, you've been going through it since me. And this ain't no disrespect to nobody. But you've told me some things. You've been going through it. Because he's toxic too. A different form of toxicity than you. But toxic can only attract toxic. And so, I mean, shit, you've been through some shit. You've been through some fucking pain. And it's just, and you still choose to go that route instead of stopping and addressing yourself and beginning your healing journey. The low self-esteem, it shows. Now, a lot of people may not can see it. It screams to me. The fucking lashes, the fucking ass implants or injections or whatever the fuck you got to make your ass so ridiculously big. The weave, like every fucking day. Every single fucking day. All the enhancements, the so-called enhancements. I mean, shit. When we was together, especially in the early years, you were the most beautiful, the fucking sexiest woman that I knew. Like no one could compete with you in terms of physical beauty and sexiness. Like in my eyes, no one could. But you never could see that. And you've always felt the need to try to be more beautiful on the outside. But have you ever felt the need to try to really be more beautiful on the inside? Because that outward beauty ain't real. It's fake. You can buy it. Real beauty can't be bought. It has to be earned. And I took that from my girl Denise. I don't mean my girl like my girlfriend. I mean like my girl like my homie. I mean not Denise shit. Destiny. Who the fuck is Denise? Destiny. Destiny told me that. You don't know Destiny. But real beauty is earned. It comes from going within and facing your demons. It comes from refusing to run any longer. Go through the shit. It comes from them long sleepless nights. It comes from crying all night. It comes from screaming and yelling and just getting mad as fuck. It comes from going through that struggle of trying to understand why. That's how real beauty is earned. That's where real beauty comes from. And when you go through that and you come out on the other side with peace and with understanding, maybe not of everything, but you understand a lot more than what you went in understanding. That's that person that comes out on the other side of that, that person is beautiful. You can't buy beauty in a fucking store. It doesn't matter what you do to your body. It'll never make you beautiful. It may make you look good, but it can never make you be good. It's fake. Like we're in a society where everyone wants to look the part, but no one wants to play the part. No one wants to be. Everyone wants to look like, but no one wants to actually be. I want to look rich, but I don't want to do the things that it takes to actually make me rich. I want to look beautiful, but I don't want to do the things that it actually takes to make me be beautiful. Being beautiful is about the way you treat yourself and the way you treat others. All the time, not just, every now and then, not just when you're feeling good, especially when you're feeling down, especially when you've had a frustrating day, especially when you feel lonely, especially when you're hurting, especially when you're angry. It's how you treat people. Then, so when are you going to start that journey? When are you going to stop running? These rhetorical. I'm not looking for answers. I just want you to understand, like, I don't care if you do or you don't. Like, I really don't care, like, what you decide. Like, that's your life. It's on you. It doesn't matter to me. I do what I know I need to do for me. But I guess the purpose of this video is I would love to see you happy. Like, really happy. You've never been happy. You've never been genuinely happy. Because even when you smile, you hurting. Even when you laughing, you hurting. The shit that you run from, you can't run from. It's always inside of you, and it will always affect you. Always. I would just love to see you heal. I would love to meet the Alicia the healed Alicia. I don't want to be with you. I'm just saying. I just think it would be dope to meet that version of you because I've seen glimpses of it. Like, understand, I'm not saying that, you definitely have a lot of good qualities. I've seen you be a giving person. I've seen you be caring and compassionate. I'm not saying these things don't exist in you at all. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that other shit. And you know what I'm talking about. Like, you fucking smoking weed every day, as much fucking weed you smoke, and you kind of brag about how much weed you can smoke. That's not a good thing. You're fucking up your lungs. Weed is toxic. It's harmful. I don't give a fuck how it makes you feel. That's the deception. It makes you feel good emotionally while it fucks you up physically. You're not making your health better by smoking weed. You're making your health worse. So, that's all I got. And, I hope you listen to it. But it's all good if you didn't. Like, look, I really don't care. I really don't. Like, it's your life. It's your life. I just came by to drop a little quick message to offer some guidance if you want it. I'm not coming as one that has the answers. I'm just coming as one to point you in the right direction if you want to go in the right direction or a better direction. If you want to go up, if you want to improve the quality of your life and find true happiness. Because I understand when every time you get high, you're searching for peace. I have it naturally. Like, all them roads you've been down, I've been down. I don't have to do that for peace. And I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing something better out of love.